Over at the State House, lawmakers are continuing to debate how to combat the state's rising rates of liquor liability insurance. Our Josie Frost is at the State House with more.
A 2017 law required bars to carry a $1 million insurance liability policy. It would cover things like medical bills or damages in the case of a claim against them. For example, if one of their customers leaves the bar and gets in a car accident. But many bars say the rates are rising and they can barely find any providers to cover them as is. Marty Dreesen sits at the bar at Bar None and goes through the bills from the previous night. It's been his routine since 1994 when he opened Bar None, known as one of the only bars in Columbia open past 2 a.m.
In 30 years, we've never had a liquor violation, never had a minor violation, nothing. Workman's comp, unemployment, nothing. We've done everything right.
Despite his track record, Dreesen says he can no longer find an insurance company to cover him past 2 a.m., meaning he's going to have to scale back his hours.
I have a total of 12 employees. I would say at least half of them, it's like taking a day of work away from them. You know, and they all live paycheck to paycheck or tips from one day to the next. So, you know, you drop their hours by 10 hours a week. That's going to affect them a lot.
A committee of lawmakers tasked with hearing recommendations on how to lower those rates recently published the results.
We've lost a number of companies who are no longer writing here, and we're seeing issues with property and casualty. We're seeing issues, of course, with liability in general. But what really was the impetus of this was the really extreme rates of premium increases for our liquor liability, which impact all of our local bars, our VFWs, our restaurants.
A few of the recommendations: the Wholesale and Specialty Insurance Association recommended changing the state's laws to say that a business has to knowingly serve an intoxicated individual to be held liable, which would lower their risk for claims. Mothers Against Drunk Driving says the state should focus on strengthening its current DUI law, while the Insurance Services Office recommended putting caps on the amount a bar can be held liable for these claims. Dreesen says he thinks that would be a compromise.
I think we do a really good job. 30 years, we've done an excellent job. I got good customers and good employees. We didn't do anything wrong and have to close earlier.
Other recommendations include mandatory server training, which some say would lower the risk for insurance policies, and for the government to create a risk-sharing pool that provides coverage for bars that can't get it alone from private insurers. Reporting at the State House, Josie Frost, News 19, WLTX.